Hi guys, so there's nothing new or interesting going on in my week. Maybe putting out some Halloween decorations outside because we still haven't gotten to that yet. Busy with schoolwork. And so my species was the Florida gar. It is the smallest gar in the gar family. The average size of a Florida gar is about 34 inches. You can find them in rivers and lakes as they prefer muddy bottoms and vegetation to attack their prey. They're not really valued in the recreational fishing world, and their roe, which is their eggs, are toxic for us to eat. The Florida gar also uses air bladder to take in air in areas of low oxygen. The physical description: the Florida gar is a prehistoric looking fish with irregular round spots that are visible on the top of their heads, covering their body all the way till their fins. Florida gar can be distinguished from other gars by the distance of the front of their eye to the back of their gill cover. Many people often mistake the Florida gar for the spotted gar. The spotted gar has a longer distance between the eyes and the gill than the Florida gar does. The Florida gars also have a shorter, broader snout. They have one row of irregularly sharp and spaced teeth on their upper and lower jaws. The color of the Florida gar is olive brown with a white or yellow belly. They also have very long bodies that are almost torpedo shaped. Their geographic range of the Florida gar runs in the United States from the Savannah River and the Ohlone River drainage of Georgia and throughout the east of and south peninsular Florida. Florida gars will inhabit streams, canals, lakes, and other muddy or anywhere that contains muddy or sandy bottoms near underwater vegetation. Their ecological role is to prey on they are a prey species for alligators, osprey, bald eagles, and shorebirds at some times. So they also keep fish populations balanced as they prey on any smaller fish. Since Florida gar keep fish populations balanced, it improves the overall health of prey fish in that area. The species is a carnivorous fish, eating other fish, shrimp, and crayfish. Young Florida gar prey on zooplankton, and Florida gars partake in ram feeding. Ram feeding is the usage of a high-velocity launch or chasing them at a high speed to hunt prey. They slowly stalk their prey, and they strike sideways. They tilt their head, and once the prey is in their mouth, they slash their mouth from side to side. The gar also will tend to eat the head first. This species is preyed on alligators, osprey, bald eagles, blue herons, and more. The Florida gar is a vital source of food for these larger predators. Their reproductive strategy: they will travel in groups of 2 to 10, but males and females have no specific mates. A female will lay her eggs on rocks or aquatic vegetation, and males will follow the eggs to fertilize. After the spawning occurs, the females and males both swim downstream because they have no parental instincts. After a resting period in the summer, there is an increase in testosterone of the males, and the female gars have reproductive hormones increase after summer as well. And the Florida gar spawns from late winter to early spring. Interesting facts about the Florida gar is that their eggs are known as roe, are toxic to animals and humans, will cause sickness if ingested, like throwing up. The Florida gar also has been used by Native Americans for their hide and scales, and the Florida gar can survive the annual dry season by burrowing into underwater vegetation and sediment. Since they are able to do so, the fish can live there longer periods of time without food.